Alright, so some people aren't going to like this, but you can use used oil for bar oil. Now there are a couple things to be aware of. Your used oil has carbon deposits in it. That's why it's black, usually. Sludge and dirt, grime. It's going to find its way in there. Which is why I use a paint filter and I filter it through. I have used it just straight if I didn't have any filter. The paint filter is like 50 cents. Takes a little bit because it's... Anyway. Now some people, actually a lot of people will tell you not to do this, and they'll cite a couple of things. It's going to wear out your oil pump or your chain or your bar. It may have a little more extra wear. Certainly it will. And then they'll say, oh, you're spewing used oil in the environment. Well, what's the hell's the difference if you do used oil or new bar oil? It's still oil. The only difference is this stuff gets used twice, which is more environmentally friendly. As far as excess wear, I've been using a chainsaw on a fairly regular basis for about 25 years now. For the first 10 years, I used bar oil because it was $6 or $7 a gallon, and this is what it did. Bar oil is now $21 a gallon. That's for the cheap stuff. I don't even want to know what it costs at small engine shops. So 21 was the Cobra. It's $21.99 at the local discount store. This stuff is free. And if you take the cost of a bar and chain, see, there's a big glump of something in there. For me, a bar and chain is going to be under $50. Now, some people, they're running real expensive gear. They're running 30-inch bars and, like a couple $100 for a bar and chain. Okay, well, the math changes there, but I don't think it changes enough. In 25 years, 10 years on regular oil, 15 years on used motor oil, I have destroyed one bar. It was a steel bar on an MS-170, and the sprocket went in the tip of it. The bar split right in two. Then I was scrambling to try and get a bar on a Sunday, finish what I was doing, and that was when I first bought this property, and I wasn't set up. I'm not going to say it didn't have any used bar and chain oil or used oil in it, but primarily that bar had seen regular chain oil. I replaced it. It was $40. It was $39.99 for a bar and chain. It was actually for an Echo. It's the only thing I could get on a Sunday, so I had to drill an oil hole in it because Echoes still say oil differently. That's 2 gallons. I've probably used 100 gallons of used oil because I go through quite a bit of this stuff. Because if I'm not just screwing around here on the farm doing whatever, I'm out, cutting firewood. One year I cut 30 cord. I got a deal on a bunch, so I got 30 cord, and I cut it all with that MS-170 and that John Thread 2050. And I sold about 3/4 of them. I think I kept 10 cord, so 2/3. I haven't destroyed a bar and chain yet. So anyone who tells you it's going to ruin your saw is full of shit. Even if it did take out a bar and chain and you don't work on the saw yourself, you've saved more than enough to have a small engine shop put a new bar and chain on. That's my 2 cents. This takes a little bit of time, but I'm not doing anything else this morning. So, enough rambling from me. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.